Guns were firing every day. It has to be manned. People, the Jawans were going, having their खाना पीना जो भी करना था, but guns were engaged throughout the day and night for 3 months till 26th of July. Morning में 5 o'clock we started running. तो fourth point तक everything was okay, running and गाने गाते दौड़ते हुए जा रहे हैं. 5th point पे जाके one of our colleagues just collapsed. When we are in the mess, we don't discuss 3 things. We don't discuss women. We don't discuss politics. And we don't discuss finances. So people are dying right, left, center, but you can't leave the gun. तो सामने से फायर आ रहा है और मर जाएंगे. So we have to continue till the time we finish the war, and then we take stock of things after that. रगड़ा भी लगता था, पनिशमेंट भी मिलता था, एंड फिजिकल फिटनेस भी होती थी, एंड इट ऑल एडेड टुवर्ड्स फिजिकल एंड मेंटल रोबस्टनेस. सीएस जो हमारा इंस्ट्रक्टर था, जंप, नो सर आई विल नॉट जंप, जंप योर ब्लडी मैन. तो नहीं जंप किया, तो समहाउ उसका पैर फिसला एंड ही केम डाउन, एंड उसने हाथ से उसको पकड़ लिया प्लेटफॉर्म को, एंड ही वाज हैंगिंग. ओह माय गॉड. हां, फॉर पाकिस्तान इज द सर्वाइवल ऑफ देयर ओन कंट्रीज इज डिपेंडेंट ऑन फाइट विद इंडिया. I was abroad. वहाँ पाकिस्तान के भी ऑफिसर्स थे. When we are outside, we are best of the friends. When I was commanding as a brigadier, तो मैंने एक रूल बना रखा था. When you enter the mess, वहाँ पे एक टोकरी रखी हुई थी. All phones will be deposited before you enter. So सारे फोन वहाँ आते थे. अंदर जाके बातें करो. Whatever you want to do. 2.5 hours.
What does motivate a soldier कि वो अपना जान देने के लिए तैयार हो जाता है? दिसंबर 1984 को भारत में एक बहुत ही घातक माहौल चल रहा था. घातक माहौल इसलिए था क्योंकि दिसंबर में एक ट्रेजेडी हुई जिसका नाम भोपाल गैस ट्रेजेडी है. मगर उसी साल, उसी महीने में एक नौजवान युवक इंडियन आर्मी में दाखिला लेता है. वो नौजवान युवक इतना प्रतिभाशाली होता है कि वो आगे चलकर विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल का हकदार भी बनता है. वो और कोई नहीं, हमारे गेस्ट सर अजय पाल सिंह है, जो मेजर जनरल है रिटायर्ड इंडियन आर्मी से. वेलकम टू द पॉडकास्ट सर. आप कैसे हैं?
थैंक यू सो मच अंकित. आई एम ऑल गुड.
ओके.
या, एंड इट्स ऑनर टू बी विद यू एंड शेयरिंग दिस पॉडकास्ट टुडे, एंड आई विश यू ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर दैट.
थैंक यू सो मच सर. हम आपके बचपन पे और बाकी सारी चीज़ों पे आएंगे, मगर ये साल 1984, इसके बारे में मेरे को थोड़ा सा और बात करना है क्योंकि ये साल बहुत ही एक डार्क पीरियड से इंडिया गुजर रहा था. ऑपरेशन ब्लू स्टार हुआ, फिर उसके बाद श्रीमती इंदिरा गांधी जी की हत्या भी की गई, और वहाँ बर्मिंघम में म्हात्रे जी को भी मारा गया क्योंकि कहा जाता है कि वो JKLF का एक अटेम्प्ट था कि मकबूल भट्ट को रिलीज़ कर दिया जाए. और उसी वक्त आप इंडियन आर्मी में ज्वाइन करते हैं इंडियन आर्मी को. तो वो माहौल कैसा होता है क्योंकि घर वाले भी सहमे हुए होंगे कि हाँ इंडियन आर्मी में जा रहा है, ऐसा माहौल चल रहा है. आपके अंदर भी क्या डर था, क्या था उस समय?
See, this was not in 1984. में नहीं था ये.
Okay.
I got into Sainik School Chittorgarh in 1973.
Okay.
And this is one of the schools at the central level, at the national level. वो feeder होते हैं आर्मी में, आर्मी नेवी एयरफोर्स में ऑफिसर्स भेजने के लिए. So I joined Sainik School Chittorgarh in 1973. You know.
ठीक है.
So हमारे अंदर तभी से इंटीग्रेट कर दिया, इंकलकेट कर दिया गया था कि this is your line.
Okay.
So हमारा रूटीन भी फौज का था, सुबह से लेकर रात तक, एंड वी वर टोल्ड अबाउट फौज क्या होता है, कैसे होता है. सो वी वर ऑल प्रिपेयर्ड. सो आई जॉइंड नेशनल डिफेंस एकेडमी इन जनवरी 1981, मच बिफोर 1984.
Okay.
सो माई लाइन वॉज वेरी क्लियर, वेदर इट इज़ 1984 का ब्लू स्टार हो या इंदिरा गांधी का असैसिनेशन हो, आई वॉज नॉट एट ऑल afraid of all that.
Okay.
So we were told, and I was all set to join Indian Armed Forces as Army officer. And in December 1984, I got commissioned on 15th of December as a second lieutenant into the Indian Army.
Okay.
So these things did happen. We were aware of all this, but it didn't deter us from joining the forces.
Okay.
Because that jazba of army, of the nation, was there already in us through Sainik School and through our parents. And through National Defense Academy, it kept on building and we kept on working on it.
तो जिस दिन आप पहली बार सैनिक स्कूल में गए, डर उसी दिन खत्म हो गया था या फिर डर अब भी लगता है और जब आप आर्म फोर्सेस में थे तब भी लगता था?
सी, डर तो हर एक व्यक्ति का जीवन में होता ही है. It's always there. So जो डर को काबू कर लेता है, he is the leader.
Right.
And unless you have control on your anger, on your fear and all your negativity, you cannot become a good leader.
राइट।
सो डर उस समय भी था, डर अभी भी लगता है, बट वी हैव टू गो बियॉन्ड दैट फियर टू लीड द मैन एंड टू मेक देम डू व्हाट वी वांट देम टू डू।
राइट, मतलब डरे हुए तो सभी हैं, अगर लीडर भी डर जाएगा तो फिर उनको लीड कौन
वी हैव टू लीड बाय पर्सनल एग्जांपल।
राइट।
सो उनके सामने हम भी डरे हुए रहेंगे, सो वी कैन नॉट लीड देम।
राइट।
जो इंडियन आर्मी आज है वो ऐसी नहीं होती अगर लीडर भी डरा हुआ होता।
राइट। तो ये इंडियन आर्मी में जाने का सपना कहाँ से आया? सैनिक स्कूल में आपने दाखिला लिया, ये शुरू कहाँ से हुआ? बचपन कैसा था?
बचपन तो मेरा माय फादर वाज आरएएस ऑफिसर।
ओह ओके।
सो वी वेंट टू राजस्थान, दे वेरियस पार्ट्स में उनका ट्रांसफर होता रहता था। बट व्हेन वी वेंट टू सीका, वहाँ पे वी वर पुट थ्रू दैट एग्जामिनेशन प्रिपरेशन फॉर सैनिक स्कूल, मी एंड माय ब्रदर बोथ। My father actually wanted me to become an IAS officer and wanted my younger brother to become an army officer.
Okay, and the reverse happened.
And so it turned out the other way around. My brother became IAS officer and I became army officer. So तभी से जब मैं एनडीए सैनिक स्कूल में गया, तभी से द फोकस वहाँ पे आर्मी के अलावा कुछ बात ही नहीं होती थी।
अच्छा।
एंड उस समय क्या था कि वी यूज्ड टू गो टू एनडीए आफ्टर 11th।
ठीक है।
11वीं में जाते थे हम लोग। सो 12th के बाद में बाकी के खुलते थे अपॉर्चुनिटीज।
ओके, एनडीए में जाते थे एज इन मतलब ज्वाइन कर लेते थे?
नो 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 नो। सो क्वालिफिकेशन फॉर गोइंग टू एनडीए इन आवर टाइम व्हेन वी वर दैट टाइम वाज टू पास 11th क्लास।
ओके।
एंड टू पास रिटन एग्जामिनेशन एंड देन पास सर्विस सिलेक्शन बोर्ड इंटरव्यू, मेडिकल्स, मेरिट, एंड देन यूज्ड टू गो टू एनडीए, जॉइन एनडीए। उसके बाद आता था। तो तभी से हमको इंडियन आर्मी, इंडियन आर्म फोर्सेस के बारे में तभी से बताया गया था, जो इनग्रेन किया गया कि दिस इज द बेस्ट रूट। इंडियन आर्मी के बेनिफिट्स बताए गए, हाउ द रूटीन इज, हाउ यू कैन लीड सो मेनी मैन एंड हाउ यू कैन मेक द कंट्री सेफ एंड सिक्योर। वो तभी से चल रहा था एंड देयर वाज नो लुकिंग बैक आफ्टर दैट। सो आई पास माई रिटन एग्जाम इन क्लास 11th itself, went through SSB. I was very shy in nature.
Okay.
So my parents were not sure that I'll clear SSB or not.
Okay.
But I cleared.
Okay.
Then I cleared medicals, came into merit, and joined NDA in January 1981.
Okay.
26th January.
Wonderful. तो एनडीए के बारे में भी बात करेंगे सर। जब बच्चा 11th में होता है, 10th में होता है, तो बहुत सारे डिस्ट्रैक्शंस होते हैं। जैसे खासकर अभी हमारे भी यहाँ वी आर नॉट रियली, वी डोंट नो कि हमें कौन सा फील्ड लेना है, कौन सा नहीं लेना है, पर्पस ऑफ लाइफ के बारे में सोचने लग गए अभी से। तो आपके वक्त ऐसा नहीं था कि आप कंफ्यूज हो कि यार क्या करना है नहीं करना, और यू आर शार्प फोकस्ड?
उधर वी आर फोकस्ड, हमें यही करना है।
ओके।
सो अगर ये नहीं हुआ तो शायद हम क्या करेंगे आगे जाके।
ओके।
सो दैट वाज द वन पॉइंट फोकस, देयर वाज नो प्लान बी एट दैट पर्टिकुलर टाइम।
राइट।
सो जो इट वाज, वी वर प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर इट, आई वाज गुड इन स्टडीज, सो इट हैपेंड। राइट।
ओके, एनडीए के बारे में बताइए। आप पहले दिन एनडीए में गए, कैसा था माहौल?
एनडीए में पहले गए तो वी वर इन ड्यूरिंग आवर टाइम द फर्स्ट टर्म 6 months we were put separately, we were kept separately.
Okay.
So that seniors के साथ नहीं रखते थे, so that we groom ourselves and we जो घर का माहौल है उससे थोड़ा सा अलग हो जाएं, सब कुछ हो जाए। बट हम तो सैनिक स्कूल से थे तो हमको फर्क नहीं पड़ता था। इन सेकंड टर्म वी वेंट टू एनडीए एंड जहाँ पे जो फिर सीनियर्स ने हमारे ऊपर जो whatever they wanted to teach us, so they started teaching us, not ragging, we will not call it ragging. They started teaching us during morning hours, during night hours, during 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock times. So we kept on learning that, and what we learned, we passed it on to our juniors also.
What is called ragda?
रगड़ा भी लगता था, पनिशमेंट भी मिलता था, एंड फिजिकल फिटनेस भी होती थी।
राइट।
एंड इट ऑल एडेड टुवर्ड्स फिजिकल एंड मेंटल रोबस्टनेस।
राइट। नाउ व्हेन यू लुक एट इट, तब ऐसे लगता है ना कि दे वर टीचिंग अस, है ना, बट उस वक्त तो ऐसा लगता होगा कि यार व्हाई आर दे टॉर्चरिंग अस? टॉर्चरिंग,
इट वाज अ कलेक्टिव पनिशमेंट, समटाइम्स इट वाज अ इंडिविजुअल पनिशमेंट।
ठीक है।
सो जब कलेक्टिव होता था, वी ऑल यूज्ड टू एंजॉय इट।
ओके, एक ने कर दी,
सब रगड़े खा रहे हैं, सब रगड़ा खा रहे हैं।
ओके।
एंड ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ पनिशमेंट्स वर देयर दैट टाइम। अभी तो थिंग्स हैव टोटली चेंज्ड वहाँ पे ना। अभी यू कांट टच कैडेट, यू कांट टच डू दिस, यू कांट डू दैट, तो थिंग्स हैव सिंप्लीफाइड। But in our time, it was free for all.
Right.
So we had lot of customs and traditions also. When we had 6 terms, first term तो उधर चला गया, 5 terms में second term will do everything.
ठीक है।
है ना, you can't look up and all that वो कहानी। Third term में some relaxations comes.
ठीक है।
For example, जैसे वो होता है, हमारे को सैचल मिलता था।
ठीक है।
तो फर्स्ट टर्म सेकंड टर्म में वी यूज्ड टू कीप दैट सैचल ऐसे ही रखना पड़ता था,
ठीक है,
क्रॉस।
ठीक है,
थर्ड टर्म में भी क्रॉस, फोर्थ टर्म में वी कुड हैंग इट लाइक दिस।
ओके,
सो दीज काइंड्स ऑफ थिंग्स केम अप। देन नाइट सूट होता था, नाइट सूट में वी यूज्ड टू वेयर शर्ट, पजामा, ऊपर से गाउन।
ओके,
थर्ड टर्म में वी कुड टेक आउट आवर शर्ट।
ओके,
फोर्थ टर्म में वी कुड टेक आउट शर्ट एंड पैंट बट गाउन हैज टू बी देयर।
ठीक है,
फिफ्थ टर्म में इट वाज ओके, you can do that. Sixth term it was free for all. Magar sixth term was the senior.
super seniors.
So these are the custom traditions in the mess. Also we were taught how to eat, how to etiquettes, mess etiquettes were taught to us.
Right.
So all kinds of, it was an overall growth as well as, and punishment to sub, it's a part of life.
और ऐसा भी कहते हैं ना कि वहाँ पे चल नहीं सकते, you have to, you know,
in your second term, third term, you have to run.
Right.
You can't walk.
फिर पनिशमेंट मिलेगी
और उससे भी ज़्यादा रगड़ा मिलेगा।
ओके,
ठीक है, बट इन फोर्थ टर्म फिफ्थ टर्म देन यू रिलैक्सेशन आ जाता था, देन यू कुड वॉक। फिफ्थ टर्म में यू कुड डू बेटर, सिक्स्थ टर्म इज फ्री, यू कैन डू व्हाटएवर यू वांट बिकॉज़ दे आर द सीनियर मोस्ट।
राइट, राइट, राइट।
देयर वी यूज्ड टू हैव ड्रिल स्टॉल्स।
ठीक है,
ड्रिल स्टॉल्स होते थे जो परेड को सिखाते थे, दे वर गॉड्स फॉर अस।
ओके,
दे टॉट अस लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, हाउ टू डू परेड। मेंटली हमको स्ट्रांग बनाया उन्होंने, फिजिकली हमको स्ट्रांग बनाया। पीटी उस्ताद होते थे, दे मेड अस फिजिकली स्ट्रांग।
ओके,
सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स लेड अस टू बिकम व्हाट वी आर टुडे।
राइट।
So everybody has contributed regarding our drill instructors, our tribute to them, our PT instructors, our teachers who taught us in NDA. NDA में we get graduation degree,
Okay.
because we go after 11th.
Right.
Graduation degree उन्होंने हमको दिया. Then after we went to professional academy after that is called Indian Military Academy.
Right.
There we did our professional training before passing out as second lieutenant on 15th of December.
Right.
So that was this thing. So
Okay.
it was NDA is a bond which remains throughout our lives.
Right. अब मैंने एक किस्सा ये भी सुना है कि जब मेस में जाते हैं तो एक बोर्ड होता है जिसमें बहुत बड़े बड़े ऑफिसर्स के नाम लिखे हुए होते हैं और बहुत सारी चीज़ें लिखे होते हैं, और जो जूनियर्स होते हैं उनको सारा याद करना पड़ता है, अदरवाइज दे विल गेट पनिशमेंट, ऐसा कुछ।
मोस्ट ऑफ इट वी हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट।
ओके,
हमको सारे सबके नाम मालूम होने चाहिए थे, सबकी चीज़ें होनी चाहिए। बोर्ड में तो उनके जो अटेंड वो बनते हैं अपॉइंटमेंट्स,
ओके,
उनके नाम ज़्यादा आते थे।
राइट,
उनके नाम ज़्यादा आते थे। जो हमारे को डिग्निटरीज हमको विजिट करती थी, उनके लिए स्पेशल डिनर नाइट्स होती थी।
ओके,
उनके नेम्स वर देयर।
ओके,
उनके जो मेन्यू बनता था उस टाइम पे, दैट इज डिस्प्लेड इन द मेस। दिस इज वन ऑफ द मेस वेयर बिगेस्ट मेसेज इन एशिया,
राइट,
वेयर 2000 प्लस कैडेट्स कैन डाइन एट वन टाइम विद इन 30 मिनट्स।
वाओ।
इट्स ऑल ऑटोमेटिक and everything served, waiters served, and in half an hour 45 minutes you are all done.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you all can sit together and mess etiquettes have to be followed. As you progress as senior officers, senior cadets, then things change.
Okay. सर अगर ऐसा कहे कि एक मेमोरी शेयर करिए आप एनडीए की, बहुत ही है ना अजीज मेमोरी, वो कुछ भी हो सकती है, शेयर दैट मेमोरी।
I'll share two of them.
Okay,
actually.
sure.
One is that we were in our second term.
ठीक है,
सो सेकंड या थर्ड टर्म में थे, तो स्विमिंग पूल में गए हम लोग। तो वहाँ पे ना देयर इज अ 7 मीटर 10 मीटर।
ठीक है,
सो वी हैड टू जंप फ्रॉम 7 मीटर्स, दैट वाज द बेसिक, उसको करना ही था।
ठीक है,
सो कईयों को डर लगता, मेरे को भी डर लगता था, बट आई यूज्ड टू जंप।
ठीक है,
सो देयर वाज वन कैडेट, मेरा ही कोर्समेट, ही क्लाइम्ड अप, खड़ा हो गया ऊपर जाके, नॉट जंपिंग।
ठीक है,
रेलिंग पकड़ लिया उसने। तो डीएस जो हमारा इंस्ट्रक्टर था, बोला जंप।
ओके,
नो सर, आई विल नॉट जंप।
ओके,
जंप योर ब्लडी चैप। तो नहीं जंप किया, तो समहाउ उसका पैर फिसला एंड ही केम डाउन, एंड उसने हाथ से उसको पकड़ लिया प्लेटफॉर्म को,
ओके,
एंड ही वाज हैंगिंग।
ओह माय गॉड।
हाँ, तो बोलता है डीएस टोल्ड हिम, मैंने कहा इफ यू कैन क्लाइम अप,
ओके,
देन आई लीव यू, यू विल नॉट जंप।
ओके,
So it's very difficult when you are holding like this and there is no support to come up back on the platform.
Right.
It's very difficult.
And it is bouncy as
It's
well.
bouncy also. So it becomes very difficult to उसने, but क्या उसके अंदर आया, उसने क्या जोर लगाया, but somehow he bounced back on the platform.
Okay.
So वो वापस आ गया, but वहाँ पे ना वो नहीं होता है कि आ गया तो छोड़ देंगे आपको।
अच्छा।
The instructor went up, उसको खड़ा किया, he pushed him from behind and he had to jump on that.
उस समय कूद जाता तो एक चीज से तो बस।
So ये है कि मतलब you do whatever, you have to carry out your task.
Right.
ठीक है, आप there are no excuses for that. Second incident, we were in our fourth term. we go for a camp called Rovers. वहाँ पे as in a squadron of 25 cadets, there were 12 squadrons. So we were doing very well because they are first, second, third वहाँ पे होता है, उसके marks जुड़ते हैं championship में. तो we were doing very well, even first or second we were coming. तो हमने एक दिन पहले, जोश रन से एक दिन पहले we all sat down. हमने आपस में बातचीत किया, भाई ज़्यादा खाना वाना मत खाओ,
ठीक है,
keep your stomach light, don't do too much exercise, sleep well, and don't wear warm clothes inside.
ओके,
जर्सी वगैरह
ठंड
मत
का
पहनना,
season
ठंड
था।
का सीजन था, क्योंकि दौड़ते टाइम एज इट इज यू हीट अप.
ठीक है,
तो सब कुछ हो गया, सो गए. मॉर्निंग में 5 o'clock वी स्टार्टेड रनिंग. तो फोर्थ पॉइंट तक एवरीथिंग वाज ओके, रनिंग एंड और जहाँ गाने गाते दौड़ते हुए जा रहे. फिफ्थ पॉइंट पे जाके वन ऑफ आवर कलीग्स जस्ट कोलैप्स्ड. ही बिकेम अनकॉन्शियस. वी ट्राइड टू रिमूव करा. जब उसकी वो ओवरऑल उतार के देखा तो उसने देवर 2 ऑफ स्वेटर्स ही वाज वेयरिंग. तो as course mates we abused him and all that, whatever we had to do. But there were 2 options with us. Now one, एक तो उसको वहीं पे छोड़ दें and tell the DS please इसको take him and we'll lose some points but we'll do well otherwise. And second option was that whatever may be, he's our course mate, he's our batchmate, we have to carry him along.
brother.
So what we chose the second option. So we took out his weapon, we took out his shoes, we took out his whatever overall set, and we carried him on a stretcher for 2 more points, about 8 to 9 kilometers. We reached the end spot, handed over to the ambulance. We didn't come first, second, third, fourth, but we maintained the camaraderie which we had started from first term onwards, and that camaraderie still goes on with us. And whenever we meet, we talk about National Defence Academy. So that becomes our alma mater, which we talk every time we meet.
Right. No soldiers should be left behind. Right?
No soldiers cannot be left behind. Even in war, dead soldiers, martyred soldiers are brought back. They are given their due rights. Even we don't leave the enemy's soldiers. Also, they are given their due in our army and in our nation. That is that.
ओके, तो सर आपने कश्मीर में भी सर्व किया है. कश्मीर की कहानियाँ बताइए. ऐसे तो बहुत खूबसूरत वादियाँ हैं वहाँ पर इंसानों ने उसे बहुत ही एक नर्क जैसी जगह बना दी है. इतनी खूबसूरत वादियाँ हैं. तो कश्मीर के बारे में बताइए.
कश्मीर में आई गॉट 3-4 पोस्टिंग्स वहाँ पे हैं, बट आई विल रिमेंबर द पोस्टिंग इन कुपवाड़ा इन फ्रॉम 98 to 2000.
ओके.
And during that period only Kargil happened.
Okay.
And I was there on the adjacent sector of Kargil.
ठीक है.
And our guns were deployed. I am from artillery, so I had 130mm guns. I was commanding as a battery commander.
Okay.
I was a major sahab that time. So our guns were deployed, and I was sent to an observation post or post which was at 15,000 feet.
Okay.
And it was very cold on top, and it was 30 meters by 30 meter.
Okay.
उसमें we were around 40 Jawans plus officers.
ठीक है.
So that Kargil started in May 1999. So every day there used to be firing from both sides.
Okay.
One day I was sleeping in a FRP, fabricated hut होती है, so I was sleeping. So around 12 o'clock the fire started from other side. The post was only 200 meters away. So I was sleeping आराम से, तो फायरिंग की आवाज़ मैंने भी सुनी, but I kept on like, one captain साहब came to me, sir निकलो यहाँ से.
Okay.
मैंने कहा क्यों, आप अंदर से. बोला no sir, this FRP is not safe, bullet can pierce.
Okay.
So we all rushed to a bunker, which was concrete and which was from stones का bunker बना हुआ था.
ठीक है.
We kept on sitting there whole night from 12 o'clock till 6 o'clock.
Okay.
The bullets were flying all over. पत्थरों को टकरा के जा रही थी and all that, all kinds of bullets. So we kept on. When the 6 o'clock, I got my communication set, passed orders to my guns which were already ready.
ठीक है.
Then I started bombarding on the enemy posts.
Okay.
And we destroyed at least 2 to 3 bunkers of theirs. At least 3 to 4 soldiers may have been killed also that time. So from May to July, there was no Monday, no Sunday, there was no morning, there was no evening, there was no afternoon.
Right.
There was no lunch, no dinner, no breakfast. Go, do your drink and come back. Guns were firing every day. It has to be manned. People, Jawans were going, having their खाना पीना जो भी करना था, but guns were engaged throughout the day and night for 3 months till 26th of July, when the ceasefire was declared and all the posts were recaptured, reoccupied from Pakistan by Indian Army.
ओके, तो
So
सर
that
जब
was
ऐसे जंग का माहौल होता है तो एक सोल्जर के अंदर क्या क्या जंग चल रही होती है? एक जंग तो बाहर चल रही होती है, एक अंदर जंग चल रही होती है, वो क्या होता है?
See, as a leader, सबसे पहला होता है कि I have to be very pragmatic.
ठीक है,
मेरे को पता होना चाहिए कि किस तरीके का डिसीजन लेना है.
ठीक है,
Decision should be that my safety and security of my jawans should not be compromised.
Right.
सबसे पहला होता है.
ठीक है,
डर तो सबको लगता है, ठीक है, फास्ट बुलेट आ रही है तो डर तो लगेगा ही ना. बट वी हैड दी जो अंदर अपना जज्बा जो था, द नेशनल सिक्योरिटी जो हमको बताते हैं, नेशनल सेफ्टी एंड सिक्योरिटी कम्स फर्स्ट ऑलवेज एंड एवरी टाइम.
ठीक है,
सो वंस दैट इज देयर इन फ्रंट ऑफ अस, रेस्ट एवरीथिंग बिकम्स सेकेंडरी टू अस.
राइट,
And as a leader, as an officer, my own safety, welfare comes last every and always and every time. This is Chatwood, General Chatwood थे, उन्होंने ये quotation दिया था.
ठीक है,
So at that particular moment, we don't see anything except we have to save the country, and I have to save my men, and we have to win the war.
राइट.
Nothing else is in our mind after that.
So what is the motivating force behind a soldier? क्योंकि पैसा तो नहीं हो सकता है, because they are not paid so much, right? What does motivate a soldier कि वो अपना जान देने के लिए तैयार हो जाता है?
There are three things:
Okay.
नाम, नमक, निशान.
निशान. Okay.
Okay. नाम, खुद का नाम, अपनी फैमिली का नाम,
ठीक है,
देश का नाम.
ठीक है,
उसके लिए नमक, देश का नमक खा रहा है, उस रेजिमेंट का नमक खा रहा है, उस जमीन का नमक खा रहा है. एंड थर्ड इज तिरंगा, निशान.
राइट,
दीज आर द थ्री थिंग्स. एंड उन तीन के लिए द सोल्जर कैन ले हिज ओन लाइफ.
राइट,
he can martyred, he can kill and get killed also in this process. So the money is not only the criteria. Once that जज्बा अंदर से होता है, नाम नमक निशान का, that takes. हमारे हर एक रेजिमेंट का, हर एक बटालियन का नारा होता है कोई ना कोई.
ठीक है,
भारत माता की जय होता है, किसी का जय बजरंगबली, ठीक है, और गुरखास का अदर नारा होंगे, ठीक, जाट का छोरे का अदर होगा. सबके अलग अलग स्लोगन्स आते हैं.
ठीक है,
उस स्लोगन के पीछे वो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं.
राइट,
They can do anything, and if this leader is leading by example, they will do anything for him. That
Okay.
trust has to be built up.
राइट. And how's that trust built?
That's built. That an example देता हूँ मैं.
हाँ,
When I got commissioned into the artillery,
ठीक है,
I went to the unit. So 5th January 1985, I first time went to the unit.
ठीक है,
So that time I was एक टेंट लगा दिया था मेरे,
ठीक है,
जहाँ पे एक्सरसाइज एरिया में थे हम, प्रैक्टिस कैंप होता है
ठीक
हमारा.
है,
तो देर वॉज 80 पाउंडर का टेंट लगा हुआ था, 180 पाउंडर का. तो जवानों के साथ में
ठीक है,
बोलता, यू आर नॉट एन ऑफिसर. व्हेन आई वेंट देयर,
ओके,
यू हैव टू लिव विद देम, यू हैव टू फाइट विद देम, यू हैव टू प्ले विद देम, यू हैव टू ट्रेन विद देम.
ओके,
देन ओनली इफ दे एक्सेप्ट यू, देन ओनली यू कैन बिकम एन ऑफिसर एंड कम टू दी
Okay.
ऑफिसर कॉलोनी, ऑफिसर के
Okay.
टेंट जहाँ लगे थे. अदरवाइज यू स्टे थे. So
Right.
for 1 month,
Uh-huh.
I was sitting with them, I was talking to them, knowing them, and I was having a diary in which I had to write the name of each soldier,
ओके,
उसके फैमिली,
ठीक है,
तो वाइफ का नाम क्या है, बच्चों के नाम क्या है, क्या प्रॉब्लम है उसको,
ठीक है,
उसका ट्रेड क्या है, वेदर इज ए गनर्स ड्राइवर. तो 1 month this process continued, and I learnt each and every appointment's job,
ओके,
starting from firing the gun
हाँ,
to technical data
ठीक है.
preparation, to do practical things. So all that things were important for me.
राइट,
ठीक है. So unless, and I used to play with them, so I attained a status with them that they started identifying with me,
राइट,
and we built up a trust between both all of us. So they started now trusting me, and they started obeying my orders.
राइट,
As they started कि हाँ ये हमारा ही है. So 1 महीने बाद में I was given the invitation card to join the officer mess,
right.
officers mess, and I was dined in there.
राइट,
वहाँ पे भी जब हम ऑफिसर मेस में गए,
हाँ,
so I never had liquor that time, कभी पिया नहीं था. तो वहाँ पे इनिशियली बैठ गए,
ठीक है,
तो कमांडिंग ऑफिसर जो एक सरदार जी थे,
हाँ.
सन व्हाट विल यू हैव. मेरे को पता नहीं था कौन सा ड्रिंक क्या होता है,
हाँ,
बट मैंने सुना था विस्की इज अ गुड ड्रिंक.
ओके,
तो मैंने कहा, सर आई लव विस्की.
ओके,
ये लुक एट मी लाइक दिस.
हाँ,
तो दे दी इसने विस्की, एक आया लास्ट, जल्दी चीयर्स करके ख़त्म 10 मिनट में. देखो आई डेंट नो हाउ टू ड्रिंक एंड ऑल दैट. नहीं चढ़ा, कुछ भी नहीं हुआ, दूसरी तीसरी आ गया. I didn't know the whiskey starts affecting after some time slowly.
Okay.
The fourth, fifth drink हो गया, then it started getting into it. And I had never had drink. And now CEO, you knew who is your CEO? तो मैंने कहा yes sir, I know my CEO. कहता who is he? मैंने कहा he's a stud. So he started laughing and all that. After that I lost my senses. So somebody said next day morning he called me at 12 o'clock. Son, you sang very well.
Okay.
मैंने कहा सर क्या गा दिया मैंने, अब उससे पहले मैंने गाया नहीं था कुछ. बोलता है you sang very well and this जहाँ चार यार मिल जाए वहाँ रातों गुलजार, शराबी पिक्चर का गाना आया था उस समय 1984 में रिलीज हुई थी.
ठीक है.
तो आफ्टर दैट बिकेम ए रेजिमेंटल सॉन्ग. जहाँ भी मैं जाता था मेरे को बोलते थे यही गाना गाओ आप.
Okay.
और कोई गाना नहीं गाना. एंड ही वॉज सो इम्प्रेस्ड विद मी कि दैट ही सेड यू हैव जोश, यू हैव एवरीथिंग, नाउ गेट गोइंग.
Okay, I read a status of an Indian Army soldier के retired. तो उन्होंने status लगा रखा था कि जो soldiers होते हैं आर्मी के, they are the best people. ठीक है, ना वो politics discuss करते हैं, ना religion discuss करते हैं. They have 3-4 pegs of liquor every night, sleep peacefully. उनके लिए कल भी अच्छे दिन थे, आज भी अच्छे दिन है, कल भी अच्छे दिन
रहेंगे. The thing is in our we are taught three things. One is that uniform is our religion.
Okay.
Safety of the country is our whatever caste you want. There is no caste creed. We are all one. When it comes to nation, uniform is the only religion we follow.
Right.
Okay. When we are in the mess, we don't discuss three things. We don't discuss women.
Okay.
We don't discuss politics.
Okay.
And we don't discuss finances.
Okay.
So all are equal when we are in the mess or anywhere else. We don't discuss these three things. These are taboo in the masses. And whether he's a Muslim, whether he's a Isai, whether he's a Hindu, we all sit together, eat together, drink together, and play together.
Wow.
So there is no reservations of caste कि ये ब्राह्मण है, ये बनिया है, that thing we just don't ask the caste only.
Right.
आ गया, he is an army officer or army soldier. That's it.
Wow.
For us.
सर आप अपने रेजिमेंट बटालियन के बारे में बताइए, आर्टिलरी रेजिमेंट के बारे में बताइए.
I got commissioned into 116 Medium Regiment in Jaipur.
Okay.
That time the unit was in Jaipur only, and we were taught so many things. And regiment का जो history था was not so good that time.
ठीक है.
So we started building up the history that time. Again, there's something went wrong in that. But as we progressed, the regiment has done very well after that. But I didn't get the fortune of commanding the same regiment. I commanded another regiment called 137 Medium.
Okay.
So artillery regiment has got 3 batteries.
Okay.
3 infantry में companies होती हैं battery with 6 guns each.
ठीक है.
तो 3 गन 18 गनें होती हैं हमारे पास. There is a commanding officer who is a colonel's rank. There is a second in command lieutenant colonel rank. There are 4 majors as battery commanders, and there are officers and Jawans. And it consists of at least 500 officers, Jawans, and junior commissioned officers.
Okay.
So our job is to provide fire support to the people who are fighting in front, to give them the area which is already been depleted. उसको जवान मार दिया है दुश्मनों को, and so that when the soldier is going there, he faces least resistance and he can attack and occupy the area with ease.
Okay.
That basically in artillery unit is that only. So this is what.
Okay. तो सर जब कारगिल का वॉर हो रहा था तो आपने डेथ को बहुत करीब से देखा होगा, तो अपनी भी तरफ लोगों की जान गई होगी, सोल्जर्स की जान गई होगी, तो हाउ डज अ सोल्जर सी डेथ?
देखो अपना जाता है तो दुख तो होता ही है. यू फील वेरी बैड यू नो कि आपके सोल्जर्स आर डाइंग, बट दैट्स व्हाट इट इज. यू हैव टू फेस इट एंड यू हैव टू कंटिन्यू द लाइफ गोज ऑन. And because आगे और चीज़ें करनी है, so we see helicopter used to come down, we used to take the casualties to the helicopter to take it back, and उनका जो भी पीछे होता था martyrs वगैरह, but it is a feeling which nobody should get it actually. So अपना जवान जाता है तो it's a feeling of sadness सबको जाता है, but काम है, करना है, so we leave that and we start our work again.
We can grieve after the war is
after
over.
the war, like you must have seen border picture.
Right.
it was totally थोड़ा सा ग्लैमराइज हो गया था उसमें, but it was almost true story.
Okay.
So people are dying right, left, center, but you can't leave the gun. तो सामने से फायर आ रहा है
और मरेंगे
और मर जाएंगे. So we have to continue till the time we finish the war, and then we take stock of things after that.
Right.
So that is very important.
राइट. तो सर आपने बॉर्डर की बात की, और भी बहुत सारी मूवीज है, उरी आई है.
Then
तो मूवीज के बारे में, डू यू वॉच मूवीज?
I've seen all the movies. I watched all the movies.
Which is your favorite army movie?
Army में I liked this movie. Uri was good.
Okay.
As a वैसे, otherwise border was also very good movie.
Okay. But reality वैसी नहीं होती है.
Reality वैसे नहीं होती. Reality में there are a lot of things are there. क्योंकि यहाँ पे ना there are a lot of they play with the uniform itself. यहाँ टोपी किसकी लगा दी, यहाँ पे किसी का लगा दिया, ये किसी का लगा दिया, जनरल का रैंक ही कुछ चेंज कर दिया and all that. So lot of flaws are there in that.
Right. Does that hurt you? Like
It
as
hurts.
an army soldier, you're looking at
it hurts that what are they showing us? But आप लोगों को शायद अच्छा लगता होगा.
नहीं. No, because जो नॉर्मल जनता है उनको पता ही नहीं है.
उनको they don't know कि क्या लगा हुआ है. They see कि हाँ ऐसे कर दिया, उसने कर दिया, ऋतिक रोशन ने ये कर दिया, विकी कौशल ने ये कर दिया, तो यही होगा.
Right.
But it's not that.
Right.
Lot of planning goes in. Lot of things go in that to win a war. It's not glamour only. Like आपने वो देखा होगा फाइटर.
Right.
Hrithik Roshan and
yeah.
Deepika Padukone. There are a lot of gimmicks in that. So it's not that actually, है ना?
Right.
So lot of things, lot of planning, lot of courage is required to do all that. What a real hero does it. Real hero just portray that. And उसके अंदर फिर उनको फिल्म भी तो बेचनी है ना यार.
सही बात है.
They have to get what they have spent.
Right. जो
So
लोग
for that
देखना
you have
चाहते हैं वो.
songs also coming in.
Right.
You have lot many other things coming in that.
Okay.
But that was true in that Uri में जो sorry Uri था ना नहीं.
Surgical strike?
No, we were talking about Vikram Batra की Shershah. That lady has not got married.
Okay.
Fiance. Still. She stays in Punjab somewhere. That was portrayed that was also a good movie. Shershah.
Okay. So maybe someday अगर कोई retired army man director बनता है तो maybe movies will be made better.
नहीं वो movies फिर वो director बनेगा ना कोई फौजी.
हाँ.
तो वो ऐसी मूवी बनाएगा वो चलेगी नहीं. Because he'll show reality. Reality nobody wants to watch यार. Reality तो सब face कर ही रहे ना.
Right.
Everybody is stressed. Everybody is into overthinking. Everybody has got problems in life. They want something which they want to dream to become. So dream sequences चाहिए उनको. They want something romancing things coming up. They want something comedy coming up. Escape things. So हमारे वाला चलेगा नहीं.
Right. Sir, ये जो anxiety, depression and all this है ना, like I was talking to my friend Ajay, okay, he's into bodybuilding and all this thing. तो he was saying me कि यार ऐसे तो लोग बहुत कहते हैं कि घी मत खाओ, चीनी मत खाओ, but जो पैरा कमांडोज होते हैं they take around 15,000 calories per day. उनको तो कुछ नहीं होता है. So I said भाई वो मेहनत भी कितनी करते हैं.
मेहनत करनी पड़ती है. You cannot keep eating and do nothing.
Right. I was saying कि भाई हम तो चूरमा खा के यहीं बैठे रहते हैं.
वो तो they are doing so many things because उनका सुबह से लेकर रात तक routine is different. हमारा सुबह से लेकर रात तक routine was totally different.
Right.
So that is important. So you have to take out at least 1 hour for yourself.
Right.
Do physical exercise, do mental exercises for yourself. Unless you do that, your body will not be able to sustain for long.
Right.
समझे आप? So like I take about 2 hours in the morning. It's mine. I don't take mobile also. I run for 1 hour. I do my 10 to 12 kilometers. Then I do my yoga, do my stretching. So it takes me 1.5 hours something. Thereafter I sit and do my other things in life.
Right.
Evening whenever I get time I go for a walk. So these you have to take out time yourself because it's not only physical exercise you are doing. If you don't take mobile, you will see around the things. You will see the environment. You will appreciate the air. You will appreciate the trees. You will appreciate greenery. You will appreciate people who are moving around. If you smile and run or smile and walk, you will get the same vibes coming to you. Huh?
Right.
So you have to be yourself in that 1 hour. You should be talking to yourself. You should be improving. You should be introspecting yourself. कि मैं कैसे improve करूँ अपने आप को? how do I improve myself that I am acceptable to everyone and I grow and become a good person than I was yesterday.
Right.
So that is the mobile को छोड़ना चाहिए. आपको screen time has to be reduced to be more productive.
राइट, हम फोन में इतना देखने लग गए कि लोगों की आंखों में ही नहीं देख पा रहे हैं.
आजकल देख रहे हैं कि गाँव में मैं जाता हूँ, everybody is on phone. They want to earn by reels.
राइट
है ना. तो रील में जो सक्सेसफुल है कितने सक्सेसफुल हुए हैं? Not even 1%.
राइट, कन्वर्जन रेट.
And YouTubers and they are committing suicide. Why? Lot many YouTubers and influencers committed suicide.
Right.
Why? Because they are alone in their personal life.
Right. They are only seeing the glamour.
They are not seeing anything else.
Right.
Okay? They are alone in their personal life. They don't have any real friends.
Right.
They have got all real friends.
I get it.
है ना? Real आ गई 1.3 million आ गया. But जब देखो दाएं बाएं गाँव के there is nobody.
Right.
क्या करेगा?
हाँ, और अनजान लोगों से लोग बात ही नहीं कर रहे हैं.
नहीं कर रहे.
Nobody is making friends with strangers, right?
Strangers, nobody.
Right.
And आपके घर में 4 members हैं. All 4 have got 4 families.
Right. I resonate with that. Right.
One boy, son has got his own virtual family.
Right.
Daughter has got own virtual family. Parents have got their own virtual families.
Right.
They are not interacting with each other. That's how the problems are coming up in the families also. Right. Divorces and all that. This disconnect between the families coming up.
Right. शाम को खाना खा रहे हैं तो 4 फोन में अलग-अलग चीजें देख रहे हैं लोग.
And खा रहे हैं.
Right.
जा ही नहीं रहा. It will not affect your body because you are not eating it with love.
You're not talking about your day. How was your day?
कैसा दिन निकला? खाने में क्या कैसा बनाया खाना?
Right.
It is tasting well, not tasting well. बस खा गया. तो कैसे होगा? मतलब it's disinterested life है लोगों की. 60% people are disinterested in life.
Right.
This is my personal opinion.
No, I totally agree. It is, I think digitalization का एक ये बहुत बड़ा impact है.
Impact आया है कि everybody wants to be seen. They don't want to grow. They don't want to educate themselves. They don't want to improve personally.
Right.
दूसरों की कमियां निकालेंगे बट जब when जैसे 3 फिंगर तो अपनी तरफ आ रही हैं भाई. इनको तो देख लो.
Right.
See yourself पहले. Blaming others or pointing fingers at others, judging others. You keep judging others. पहले अपने को जज कर लो ये 3 फिंगर के साथ.
Right, I agree. You know, इसके वजह से ही we started this initiative. Okay, अभी recently I and my friend तलाशे किस्सा नाम से कि what we'll do, we'll go out, meet random strangers. Because कहाँ कोई मिल रहा है? नहीं. We'll meet random strangers and get to know their stories and tell that stories to the world. We have started this initiative. Let's see how it goes. But हमने किया जाके लोगों से बात की and we sat with strangers for more than an hour. Okay. Nobody was using phone and what a moment that was.
Yes.
सब अपनी बातें बता रहे हैं, सब अपने किस्से सुना रहे हैं.
जैसे हमने when I was commanding as a brigadier तो मैंने एक रूल बना रखा था. When you enter the mess,
ठीक है.
वहाँ पे टोकरी रखी हुई थी.
ठीक है.
All phones will be deposited there.
Okay.
Before you enter.
ठीक है.
So सारे फोन वहाँ आते थे. अंदर जाके बातें करो. Whatever you want to do. And 2.5 hours में सब कुछ खत्म हो जाता. Then you go and take a phone.
Right.
We'll have to do something in the houses also now.
हाँ.
At least 2 hours should be no phone time.
Right.
Phone side में रख दो. Then talk about yourself. Talk about how the day gone. किसी की कोई problem है उसको support करो. Discuss करो. क्योंकि डिस्कस करोगे तो इसका सोल्यूशन निकलेगा. देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम विदाउट अ सोल्यूशन.
राइट.
सोल्यूशन तभी निकलेगा व्हेन यू डिस्कस एंड ऑप्शंस लेके आओ एंड सेलेक्ट द बेस्ट ऑप्शन, गो अहेड विद दैट.
राइट.
दैट बिकम्स योर डिसीजन.
हां, और ऐसे बैठने लग जाएंगे ना फिर वो फोन से आदत छूट
जाएगी. राइट. लाइक इन माय एकेडमी आई डोंट अलाउ फोन्स.
ओके.
देयर ओनली डमी फोन्स आर देयर गिवन टू देम.
नोकिया वाले
उनको दे रखे हैं.
ठीक है.
सो उनकी आदत छूट गई अभी. दे डोंट इवन फील द रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ अ फोन.
राइट.
कुछ एक हैं जो करते हैं जो थोड़ा चोरी छुपे ले आते हैं. If they get caught, they are punished. If not get caught, चलता रहता है.
Right.
That's how.
But these kids have बहुत तरीके होते हैं उनके पास फोन वगैरह छुपाने के.
वो उसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है.
Right. One friend was telling me कि वो हॉस्टल में फोन कैसे छुपाते हैं. जो स्विच बोर्ड होता है ना, उसका स्क्रू निकाल दिया उन्होंने, उसके अंदर फोन रख रखा और स्क्रू लगा दिया. I'm like भाई.
No, they are very innovative in all these things.
Right.
पढ़ाई का काम है फिर फुस हो जाता है. They don't know मैथ्स को नहीं करना है, 2 + 2 4 नहीं कर सकते. बट इन कामों में they are very very innovative. कर लेंगे.
Okay. So और कहाँ आपने सर्व किया है? You served.
I served abroad. I was instructor in National Defence Academy.
Okay.
Then I was instructor in School of Artillery देवलाली, जो हमारा आर्टिलरी का alma mater है. Then I was instructor abroad in Zambia for 2 years.
ठीक है.
In their staff college. And finally I commanded a brigade which was strategic brigade.
ठीक है.
I don't know whether you know about it. Nobody knows, and we don't talk about it because it's a nuclear missiles are there in that. So I commanded that.
Right, BrahMos वगैरह.
No, BrahMos was, I commanded them later.
Okay.
This was nuclear tipped missiles were there.
ठीक है.
Like we have Prithvi's, Agnis and all.
ठीक है.
I commanded one of the brigades of that.
ठीक है.
Then I commanded an artillery division which had BrahMos, Smirch,
Okay.
Pinaka rocket systems, and UAVs. UAVs मालूम है? Unarmed
Right.
vehicles.
Right.
Vehicles, UAVs we had. I have commanded all that before becoming ADG recruiting later.
Okay.
So ये करके, and this was all challenging, and it was worth commanding those brigades and divisions.
Right.
And the division I commanded, it was one of the most potent divisions of Indian Army.
ठीक है.
Most potent, with all the firepower with me when I was commanding that.
Right.
So I'm proud of that.
We are proud of you.
I'm proud of commanding artillery division, strategic brigade, and wherever I have been posted,
Right.
all postings were excellent.
Right. तो सर जब आप पढ़ा रहे थे, लाइक यू टॉट इन ज़ैम्बिया, एनडीए में पढ़ा रहे, तो हाउ वाज दैट, मतलब कि कैसा लगता था बच्चों को पढ़ा के? पहले आपने खुद ने पढ़ा, लाइक यू वेंट थ्रू एनडीए, ऑल दिस थिंग, देन यू वेंट टू टीचिंग, और इंडिया के बच्चे को पढ़ाने में और यू नो फॉरेन के बच्चों को पढ़ाना, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस?
See, when I was in NDA as a cadet, I had a dream.
Okay.
कि यार यहाँ आना है.
ठीक है.
As an instructor.
Okay.
So after 6 years of my commissioning, I got posted there.
ठीक है.
तो मैंने कहा ये तो ड्रीम कम ट्रू हो गया है. One of the bucket list has been ticked.
ठीक है.
तो बट वहाँ जा करके when you are teaching them raw, बच्चों को जब पढ़ाते हो, a sense of satisfaction is coming into you that you are training and you are shaping the future of our nation.
Okay.
So that those cadets who are very raw, they are being trained into becoming an armed forces officers. It's a sense of satisfaction, sense of pride comes into you that yes, you have done something in life. That's why you have been given this opportunity to train the youth of the country.
Wow.
Whether you are in NDA, whether you are in my own academy when I'm training them, or when I was training in Zambia, there was young officers were there that time, staff college mein.
Okay.
So that pride and sense of satisfaction is always there.
Right. Okay, so we were talking about missiles and all. So we import a lot of missiles from abroad. Okay. So is India improving in that matter?
Yes. This all these missiles of strategic brigade are made in India.
Oh wow.
Indigenous.
Okay.
BrahMos is indigenous. Smirch rocket system was bought from Russia.
Okay.
Pinaka is indigenous.
Okay.
So most now new guns are coming. Like ATAG is coming, Dhanush is coming. They are all indigenous weapon systems.
Wow.
So we have improved or we have progressed leaps and bounds.
Right.
Whereas defense sector is concerned. And lot of our equipment is being manufactured in India.
Wow.
Whether it is from Navy, whether it's Air Force, whether it is Army. So we have progressed very well on that.
Right.
And in the future, I think 70%, 80% will be self-reliant in defense sector.
Wow, you are really well updated. Like learning never stops, right?
And it doesn't stop anywhere, no?
Right.
Yeah, you keep learning. Like in my age, people don't know how to use computers and jaata. So I can teach my children also.
Okay.
So sometimes they get stuck. Papa, मेरे को ये बताना. Then I tell them कि ऐसे कर लो.
Right. Like, what is your age, by the way?
What should be my age?
Like, you look really young. you look like, you know, 40s, but you're served for 40 years in
40
Indian
years.
Army.
No, I'm 62. So.
Oh my God. You're aging in reverse, really.
No. Thanks for the compliment, but the age shows, yaar. Age shows on your face.
No, it is not.
See, thing is that you have to be. Dekho, what is inside, it comes outside.
Right.
If you glow inside, outside also you'll glow. So I have not taken the life ki stresses ko too seriously. I have never stressed myself unduly.
Okay.
My wife is a wheelchair patient. I have managed her condition, medical condition, her mental state also. My children were growing. She has been on wheelchair for the last 15 years. I managed my children growing. I managed my profession. I managed her medical condition. I managed her psychological condition. After that, I have reached a rank of repute, that is Major General, which is the second or third highest rank in the armed forces. So all this, I have never stressed myself unnecessarily.
Okay.
I have taken everything with a smile,
Right.
with good sense of humor. I sing, I dance, I play, I do everything what is required to be done. And I have come to this stage on that.
Right.
So life is to be lived without stress or minimum stress, because stress लेकर भी you cannot achieve. जो you do your best. I tell my wife, I'll do my best to support you.
Right.
After that, it's your destiny, your life.
Right.
I cannot do more than that. Then I have to live my own life also.
Right.
ठीक है? So we have the understanding in that manner. And my both children are abroad. They are doing well themselves. One is married. One is likely to be married now. And life is settled. Happy.
You know, honestly, WhatsApp statuses मैं ज़्यादा देखता नहीं हूँ, but I always open your WhatsApp statuses because इतना ज़्यादा inspiring होता है. There are good morning quotes और फिर आपकी वो watch की वो photo डालते हो, cycling
खुद की भी डाल देता हूँ.
हाँ, right. तो it is very inspiring indeed.
अच्छा लगता है वो. कई बार मेरे पास फोन आता है किसी का, सर स्टेटस कम हो गए हैं. So then I improve my status. Though the viewership is not much, but ठीक है, जो चलता रहता है.
Right. It does not matter, no?
Does
How
not
much is
matter.
the
जो
viewership?
देखना है देखो, नहीं देखना है it's okay.
Right. Like I to get inspired from that. हम अभी आ ही रहे थे तो I was telling her कि सर ऐसे स्टेटस लगाते हैं. It's really inspiring.
इसका ये नंबर ले लेगी तो इसको भी दिखने लगेगा.
Okay. तो सर जो इंडियन आर्मी एक अपने कंट्री में तो ट्रेन होती ही है ना, वो क्रॉस कंट्री ट्रेनिंग भी एक कोई
नहीं, affiliations होते हैं. We have affiliations with USA. Their troops come to us, we go there.
Right.
Then रशिया के साथ भी होता है हमारा, एंड साउथ एशियन कंट्रीज के साथ में भी होता है.
ठीक है.
बांग्लादेश हो गया, नेपाल हो गया,
ठीक है.
श्रीलंका के साथ में. उनके तो स्टूडेंट्स भी आते हैं हमारे पास इन वेरियस कोर्सेज, लाइक नेशनल डिफेंस एकेडमी में आते हैं, IMA में आते हैं. देन देयर इज ए स्टाफ कॉलेज इन वेलिंगटन इन तमिलनाडु.
ठीक है.
स्टाफ कॉलेज में उनके देयर 25 स्टूडेंट्स कम फ्रॉम ऑल कंट्रीज. Then is National Defense College है एक हमारा दिल्ली में. ठीक है. I have done that course also. That the highest course available. वहाँ पे भी foreign countries के students are coming. So there is a lot of collaboration, lot of understanding, lot of synergy between the friendly foreign countries. Okay. Except Pakistan and China, of course. We are not yet friendly with them.
We meet with them only on borders.
Borders and especially Pakistan.
Right.
And China nowadays.
Right. So, sir, I don't get it. What is their problem actually?
See, survival for Pakistan is the survival of their own countries is dependent on fight with India. Survival is dependent on. Now they have trained or brain stormed or क्या उनको बोलते हैं, brainwashed them that 1971 का वार का बदला लेना है. ठीक है. And their army का sustenance is based on the fight with India or unstable India.
Okay.
So that is, they will do anything to destabilize our country.
Right.
So because there are a lot of people who are anti India in that. Because अगर वो ना चाहें तो भी उनको करना पड़ता है.
Okay.
A lot of forces which are playing there. Like a lot of terrorist organizations are also placed there. A lot of things are there.
Right.
The governments also are helpless because armed forces control the everything in Pakistan.
Okay.
So the policy are made by armed forces and executed by them, or sometimes if they are not, then coup happens.
Okay.
Like Musharraf came उससे पहले, और Zia-ul-Haq came, was thrown out. So these are the things which continue at that time.
Right. तो यहाँ पे रिवर्स होता है, जैसे अपनी कंट्रीज में the government gives the order and the military follows. वहाँ the first
उधर उल्टा है.
Okay.
वो sometimes people say सर आर्मी रूल आना चाहिए अपनी कंट्री में भी. मैंने कहा अगर आर्मी रूल आ गया तो जो रेपुटेशन आर्मी की है, इज्जत आर्मी की है, वो खत्म हो जाएगी. Because we are from the same society. After 1 year, if we come in contact with civil, we will also become corrupt. Likely to become corrupt, not corrupt, likely to become corrupt and likely to be influenced by these situations.
Right.
So it's better that we remain apolitical, we remain only for the security of the nation
Right.
from external aggressions and internal disturbances, whatever it is. That is the best policy for us.
सर यू मस्ट हैव मेट ऑफिसर्स फ्रॉम डिफरेंट कंट्रीज ओके, अलग अलग देशों के जवानों से आप मिले होंगे, तो जब दो अलग अलग देश के जवान मिलते हैं तब कैसी बातें होती हैं, जंग को लेके कैसी बातें होती हैं, सरकार को लेके कैसी बातें होती हैं?
सी थिंग इज दैट वन हम बात करते हैं जब हम आई वाज अब्रॉड, वहाँ पाकिस्तान के भी ऑफिसर्स थे.
ठीक है.
व्हेन वी आर आउटसाइड वी आर बेस्ट ऑफ द फ्रेंड्स.
ओह ओके.
It's only when we come back to India and Pakistan we start thinking of that. It's more political than anything else actually. So जैसे मैं दुबई गया था, दुबई में whenever I used to hire a taxi, the taxi driver is पाकिस्तानी.
ठीक है.
मिलता था.
ठीक है.
तो मैं उनसे पूछता था भाई क्या है, इंडिया पाकिस्तान कैसे क्यों हो रहा है? बोलता सर कुछ नहीं है, वी आर ऑल सेम, हमको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. इट्स ऑल ये जो पॉलिटिशियन लोग ही करते रहते हैं सारे.
राइट.
इट्स फॉर द पॉलिटिकल गेम्स दे कीप डूइंग बोथ साइड्स.
राइट. ओके. Because of politics, people die there also.
Here also.
Innocent people.
Innocent people are dying.
Right.
So that is the thing. Otherwise, soldiers are soldiers anywhere. They have got their commitment, loyalty, integrity towards the nation which they are serving. जिस citizen के हैं. So their integrity, loyalty cannot be questioned at all, whether it is a Pakistani, whether it is an Indian, whether it is a Chinese or any other country.
Right.
It's the only thing that the policies made by the governments impacts the armed forces.
They are just following the orders.
They are just following the orders.
Right, right. So since you are in great shape now, okay, and you are very disciplined at the age of 62, how does army shape an individual? वो discipline, वो integrity, है ना, वो grit, वो कैसे करता है?
See, this starts from the childhood only.
Okay, सैनिक
Firstly, it's not only army. It starts from your own house.
ठीक है.
How your environment in the house is.
ठीक है.
ठीक है. So your संस्कार जो पीछे जो होता है, that will carry you to become the person you want to become आगे जाकर. Because army में आने के बाद भी people are not disciplined.
Right.
Sometimes
Okay.
because of their previous whatever they have gone through. So as soon as you like from सैनिक school, we were channelized. कि सुबह PT होगी.
ठीक है.
Then you will go for your breakfast. Then you will go for classes. Class में we were not only taught subjects, we were taught so many social things.
Okay.
आर्मी के बारे में बताते थे. आजकल को आर्मी के बारे में कोई नहीं बताता, आर्म फोर्सेस के बारे में. We were taught etiquettes कि समाज में कैसे बिहेव करना है, how you should treat your seniors, your elders. वो सब चीज़ें बताते थे. When we went to NDA, then we were taught about the army life. आर्मी में क्या होता है, कैसे होता है, क्या होता है, all those things. So that focus started coming into us, that commitment started coming into us. Then हमको पता लगने लगा कि we should live like this. You should, if you have to live longer and healthier, this is the path. And उसमें से 60%, 90% go through that path, and they remain healthy, fit mentally, physically, and spiritually. जो नहीं होते हैं, they perish. Because armed forces में what happens is that there's as you grow in service and promotions, there's a steep pyramid like this. Up to lieutenant colonel, it's steep like this. यहाँ से lieutenant चालू हुआ, lieutenant colonel तक it's all will become. 100 के 100 बनेंगे. But when it comes to colonel rank, 50% will go down, will be and non-impelled. 50% 50 उसमें से colonel बनेंगे. अब ये 50 का फिर से बोर्ड होगा, सिलेक्शन होगा, उसमें से 20 से 25 विल बिकम ब्रिगेडियर्स.
राइट. अब ये आधा आधा होते जा रहा है.
हाँ. और 100 में से जब आएगा 20 भी नहीं बनेंगे, 15-16 बनेंगे. ठीक है. और जब ब्रिगेडियर से मेजर आएगा, दैट बिकम्स अगेन स्टीप. 15-16 में से यू विल गेट 5 to 6. ओके. उस 5 to 6 में से जब ऊपर जाओगे 1 or 2 लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल्स बनेंगे. ठीक है. और उसमें से जनरल बना तो बना, नहीं बना तो नहीं बना. दिस द स्टीपनेस ऑफ दैट. सो दोज हु डोंट एडहियर to the norms of the services, and those who don't progress as per the situation, environment, those who don't gain knowledge, who are not methodical, those who are not committed, they will stay at various levels. They'll kept on superseded at various levels. That's how it is.
Right. So, sir, you served for 40 years in army, but the serving did not stop there. You continued serving, you know, with Ayaansh.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
See, after I got retired in July 2021, I wanted to contribute to the society.
ठीक है.
मेरे पास ऑफर आए थे टू बिकम कैंपस डायरेक्टर समवेयर इन इंस्टीट्यूट में चले जाओ, यहाँ चले जाओ. लॉट ऑफ जॉब्स वर ऑफर्ड. मैंने कहा आई डोंट वांट टू सर्व अंडर समवन, आई वांट टू कंट्रीब्यूट एट दिस रैंक एंड सर्विस.
ठीक है.
सो देन आई सॉ कि what I have earned in last 40 years, I should give it back to the youth of this country.
ठीक है.
So best way was that to guide, motivate and inspire the youth to become armed forces officers. With that aim in mind, I started my Ayaansh Leadership Academy in 2022. Until date, around 40 students have either passed written exam or passed SSB, and they are in various academies
Wow.
training themselves, and they'll come out as officers. And the journey is on. Let's see.
Right.
I'm doing my best, honestly and with commitment.
Right.
And that journey is continuing, and a lot of good youth is coming to us who can be groomed to become a good citizen and good armed forces officers.
Right.
So that was the aim of contributing to the society by training, guiding, inspiring youth to become armed forces officers.
Right. This is the academy part. And
This is the
tell
academy
us about the foundation part.
The foundation I started recently in first week in January 2024.
Okay.
With the idea that when I was interacting in last 2 years as founder of the Ayaansh Leadership Academy, I came across students or youth who are capable,
Okay.
very capable of becoming an officer, but they don't have financial backup with them
Right.
to sustain that kind of preparedness, that kind of education. One was this, and then when I saw ki if I want to ask and help them, I've helped people also being in academy by reducing their fee and etc.
Right.
But there is a limit to doing that.
Right. The deserving candidates.
Deserving candidates. But उसके बाद में मैंने फिर फाउंडेशन स्टार्ट किया so that with the funding which I can get either from the society
Right.
or from corporates or individual funding, I can help these youth to subsidize their education, their preparation to become armed forces officers.
Wow.
With this was the basic aim. Then we extended our scope of work also.
Okay.
Now we provide care and assistance for the elderly people who are 70 years and above.
Wow.
Recently we gave 2-3 house help to 2-3 elderly people who could not walk,
Wow.
could not do things. Then during war, lot of our soldiers get martyred. They have their Veer Naris, we call them Veer Naris, the widows are called Veer Naris, and their dependent, who want to work, live their life happily, but they don't have knowledge, information, support. So we have started getting them, we do their skill development through beautician courses, through stitching, through pottery making, through various other painting and other things, so that they can find a reputable job, decent job,
Wow.
so that they don't have to depend on their relatives and all those, and they can lead a respectful and happy life. So this is the second thing. Third thing, fourth is counseling. Like young youth today is all distressed, most of them.
Right.
They don't have any guidance. क्या करना है जिंदगी में? Psychologically they are disturbed. So we provide counseling also of various kinds, general counseling, not clinical counseling. And environment and health awareness is also one part of that. So these are the 4-5 verticals we are working on.
Okay.
We are just shaping it up because we just started in March. Just 5-6 months.
Okay.
We are building our foundation, and maybe in next 6 months we are roll out our plan of work, and we'll get going on that.
Okay. And it is in which place?
It is in Pune only,
Okay.
but it's pan India.
Okay.
We provide. We have got all the compliances. It is registered. We have got all the compliances, 12A, 80G, वगैरह.
Okay.
So if somebody wants to contribute to the cause of what we are, we can provide income tax rebate certificates, etc.
Wow.
So I'll request people to come forward and contribute to the cause which we are working on.
And academy is in Pune itself.
Academy, both the things are in Pune itself.
Okay.
Both the things are in Pune. Because of my wife's illness, she's a multiple sclerosis patient on wheelchair. So she can't sustain harsh weather. Severe winters, severe summers. It affects the nerves and her medical conditions becomes bad. So for that I chose Pune for timing, so that the weather there is is moderate and always remains the same, not very hot, not very cold. So that way I selected Pune for as a residential area for myself, and being there, so I started this also for the youth there. But it's applicable pan India. Any student come and join the academy, any person can come and work for the foundation. There is no embargo on that.
Best wishes to you, sir, because
Thank you.
your intentions are so noble. I am completely sure that it is going to be really big.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I'm sure things will become better.
Thank you so much for the podcast, sir. Jai Hind. I really loved it. I would love to do another podcast with you.
Sure, we'll do that. And you tell me a topic, I'll be ready for that.
Right.
And we can work on that. We can continue further on this. Anytime, anywhere.
Okay,
thank you so much. Thank you. Jai Hind. Jai Hind. And take care of yourself.
Thank you so much.